Hey guys, how we doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video, and I've got a banger for you today. More announcements coming out from Ripple. Don't you feel like the sentiment is changing? When I saw this interview between um, David Schwartz and the CTO of Axelar last week, it really stood my hairs on end, and it made me think, what is coming next? Listen to exactly what they've got to say, and I'm going to break it down.
The one thing I'm most excited about happening on XRPL is finally opening up DeFi opportunities for XRP. Right? Again, it's the biggest asset with one of the biggest communities that doesn't have DeFi. Right? And being able to use this asset productively in DeFi, I think it's going to be a big thing. And then XRPL, Ripple obviously has a very unique edge when it comes to RWAs. And with Axelar, we're working with most of the RWA issuers as well. So it's not something I think we've done a deep dive yet with your team, but it's something we're prioritizing now and just bringing new RWAs over to XRPL. And I think you guys have a big edge there, and we can make it probably the biggest chain, right, for RWA adoption. So I think there's some interesting directions there.
So you kind of already answered the next question, which
So Georgios thinks that they can make the XRPL the biggest chain with real world assets. We obviously talked about XRP ledger. This really got me thinking. Two things. One is what's next. Two is I need to get Georgios on the podcast, and I'm having him on. I'm probably butchering his name here. But I'm having him on actually a week on Monday. I go on vacation on Saturday. When I'm back, the guy's coming straight on the podcast. Shout out to him. Can't wait to have him on. If you've got any questions for him, let me know in the comments. So he's the CTO and co-founder of Axelar. So if you want to know anything about Axelar, what they're doing, let me know and I will ask him. But then going on to what's been happening today. So Alex Cobb was the first to point this out. I did see the CNBC article, but I didn't really read into it too much because it says Ripple launches crypto storage services for banks in bid to diversify. And I was like, oh, it's probably a positive thing, but they've given it a negative headline. Can I even be bothered to read it? And then I retweeted this actually. I'm going to take another one of Alex's. He said the features include pre-configured operational and policy settings, integration with Ripple's XRP ledger blockchain platform, monitoring of AML and risk compliance, these sorts of things. So we know that Ripple obviously acquired Metaco a few years ago, and they also acquired another custody solution provider, but I can't remember. So Ripple been really going for that institutional look after your crypto for you custody service. And then Cointelegraph tweeted Ripple launches crypto custody services for banks, expanding its use case beyond core business. So we've got all this going on at the minute, and which is obviously great. And then we see this from Ripple, and this is huge. They just tweeted this out, so let me just show you. I'll try and get to the top of my feed quickly. They just tweeted, and I said, holy shit, this is huge. They features for Ripple Custody, bringing bank-grade custody solutions to fintech and crypto businesses. Now you're like, yeah, I've heard it all before, blah, blah, blah. And then you read what the first paragraph says. Today, Ripple, leading provider of digital asset infrastructure, announced the launch of a new features and functionality to Ripple Custody, bringing benefits of its market-leading bank-grade custody technology to fintechs and crypto natives. This is where it gets interesting, guys. The latest update, transaction screening service, added hardware security module, HSM options, and an integration into the XRPL for tokenizing real-world assets. Then if we read down, Ripple Custody now supports XRP ledger tokenization features, enabling businesses to tokenize and manage a wide range of assets, including cryptocurrencies, fiat currencies, and real-world assets, while facilitating digital asset issuance and security transfers directly from its platform. The integration also provides seamless access to the XRPL's native decentralized exchange for efficient, low-fee trading. XRPL integration allows for the integration of fungible XRPL tokens, creating new opportunities for digital asset representation and unlocking liquidity. With support for the native DEX, the XRPL, companies can seamlessly trade assets with minimum fees. Wow, guys. and it's projected that crypto custodian assets could be $16 trillion by 2030. So that, coupled with yesterday, I was talking about how the market was pulling back and XRP was holding kind of strong. This is obviously against ETH. We also held strong and got us like stronger than the normal close against Bitcoin too. And then XRP dominance chart is really also exciting right now. This is the XRP dominance chart. Look at the RSI and the daily. Yes, we've been pulling back in price. It looks like it's like we've had an impulsive wave one, and we're pulling back. This is the wave two. Then we're getting ready for that third wave, which could get us sendy up and towards these heights up here. Is what I will probably presume this next impulsive wave would take us. So I'm getting excited, guys. Like, this is the first time I've really been like wobbling with excitement. We've got RLUSD potentially incoming. We've got bank grade custodianship, which is now interoperable with the XRP ledger. We've got DeFi and smart contracts potentially coming to the native chain, but also with the EVM sidechain and XLR basically acting as a bridge to be able to cross things on and off the XRPL simply and easily. I think we've got the lawsuit. Obviously, the SEC have appealed, but potentially coming to an end, or at least we've got the definite decision that XRP isn't a security. If obviously Trump gets into office, Gary Gensler will be gone on the 5th of November. So we've got all this to watch out for, but something's teetering, and we want to see the transition into price and price performance. But as soon as we start to break out of key levels, all these positive things will start reinforcing price, and price will start reinforcing the positive things. That's what we're waiting for. But basically, guys, I am excited because the first time in a long while, wider sentiment, you see in like Cointelegraph, whatever, wider sentiment seems like it's shifting towards XRP. Whilst the community itself is all like still throwing shit at each other, this is the time to lock in. I'm going to leave this video here. There's a lot to digest there. Go and check out my ex, and I'm going to talk about it a lot there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a subscribe and a comment below, and share it with a friend. Peace up. A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.